What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again. It is approximately 5:12 a.m. I could not sleep at all last night for some reason. I'm not sure why. Usually I sleep like a baby, but last night I was not able to sleep. But you know what it could be on second thought? It's probably because InArt has officially put up their Walking Dead figures for pre-order, and I just can't contain my excitement. I know that's kind of cheesy, but I really did love Walking Dead while it was hot. I think I stopped watching about season 9, and then, after a while, I feel like the show kind of overstayed its welcome. Nonetheless, we're here to talk about both figures. I have a link and a code for you in the description below, so if you want to pre-order these from InArt Direct or 1/6 Kit, I'm going to have a code for both of those retailers, depending upon which one you prefer to shop from. That is totally fine. I'll have a code and a discount for both, so just stay tuned for that. Guys, before we get started, make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. We are going to preview both of these great figures with honestly great prices this morning, and they're going live for PO a couple hours after me recording this video, so they're going to be live for pre-order this morning, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to put my order in ASAP. We're going to start with Negan Smith. So what you want to note with Negan is that this is a sculpted hair figure. This is not rooted, which is why the price is so far beyond reasonable. $269 plus shipping. That is a very reasonable price. One thing I do want to note before we get into this, you're going to get a 3% discount on whatever one you choose to order just by clicking my link or using my code WillTWD. WillTWD, or clicking my link in the description below. I'll post it on Instagram. I'll post it on my YouTube community tab. So you can click that link. It'll automatically apply your code, 3% discount. One important thing to note, Rick is going to be $385, which I'll talk about in a sec, but if you order Negan and Rick together, you get free shipping directly from InArt. You do not get free shipping if you order Rick and then Negan separate, but if you order the bundle with the two together, you do get free shipping. Free shipping, you can pay in full or you can pay a deposit. It's like $130 if you do, the bundle for the deposit. So, but the free shipping is actually pretty cool. I like that. So it's a nice little incentive. 1/6 Kit, you always get free shipping. I'm not sure of their price just yet, but that will be up here shortly in the next few hours. Again, Will TWD for that code as well. That's going to be probably $10 off. 2 separate orders for Rick and Negan. You get to use the code twice. Do that. So Negan looks fantastic. This is awesome. Real leather jacket, a fabric scarf, an amazing likeness to Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This character was awesome. When he came on the scene in The Walking Dead, I believe it was like, season 5 or 6, something like that. I remember when he killed Abraham and, of course, Glenn. Spoiler alert. This was an amazing entrance for the character. And I do think over time, he started to obviously be developed in a way where he starts to become somewhat sympathetic, which I found very interesting and compelling, which is, his arc in the comics. A complicated character nonetheless, but a very well performed one by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This head sculpt is very, very good. I mean, I do think it needs a little bit of tooling in terms of some paint applications. I do think it can be a little bit sharper in the likeness, but I think the likeness is certainly there. And I think this is a very, very strong figure. And for $269, it's incredible. I always like having accessories included rather than not, but I'm not entirely sure you would really be able to use this hand all that effectively. This is the hand that, that happens to him when Eugene sabotages the bullets and the whole Saviors group kind of goes up in flames because the guns backfire on them. But with the expression you get for this one, he's smiling, he's smirking. So he's not going to be smiling or smirking when his hand just almost got blown off. So you can have that hand, but you're probably going to not end up using it. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can see you can take the scarf off here if you want to have him in his more casual, I fed him spaghetti look. You can totally do that. But to me, the iconic look is with the red scarf. So that's what I'll be using in my collection. And you got some really cool, premium materials here with the leather, probably a die-cast blade there as well, which is fantastic. Sculpted hair, sculpted beard, that's fine. This is a short-haired figure. It's like a similar hairstyle to Henry Cavill's Superman, honestly. So I think you could totally get away with sculpted. You don't really particularly need rooted here. And I'm fine with it, keeping the price down and having a really high-quality figure. But the likeness is absolutely fantastic. I really do see Jeffrey Dean Morgan at every angle. InArt has outdone themselves here with the price and the quality, and I'm glad that these are finally on pre-order. The question is, where's Daryl? Because Daryl has shown up on the website as a tease figure. Apparently there was a licensing concern about AMC wanted it, under the Daryl Dixon show, and InArt wanted it under The Walking Dead Season 8, so it's consistent with Negan and Rick. But who knows? At the end of the day, it's all speculation, but that sounds like the prevailing theory, and it seems to make sense. So I would expect to see Daryl up for pre-order sometime in the near future, maybe the next couple of months before the end of 2025 for the end of the year. And but for now, we got this amazing Negan, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. You can see him holding Lucille. That's going to be the iconic look for him holding Lucille. You got a cool base with the Walking Dead AMC. AMC ensured that their logo was on the front, which is a very AMC move. But nonetheless, we have a great figure here. And again, I'm very happy with how this, prototype is looking. And I do think the final product will probably be as good, if not better. That tends to be the case for the majority of InArt figures. The prototype actually improves in my experience and ends up being an overall better figure than in the final product than what the proto even looked like. It's pretty crazy. Not every time, but I would say the majority of the time that would end up being the case. Got some weapons here. You got a lot to work with. And of course, the outfit is perfectly, beautifully tailored as always. It looks like a new custom body to me, and it looks fantastic. So, look, the 3-0 Negan became a little bit of a grail in the aftermarket, and that is a solid figure for its time. One of 3-0's better figures, but this InArt one completely blows it out of the water. We all know it. Let's address the reality of the situation here. And I'm very excited to be adding this to my collection. I'm probably gonna end up getting Daryl as well, but for me, I'm just super excited to have this Negan and Rick. Those are the two that I really wanted. So with that said, let's move on to Rick. So with Rick, this looks incredible. This is rooted hair. So for Rick, you're paying $385 compared to, what was it, $269 for Negan. You do get the 3% discount just by clicking my link in the description. So check that out if you're interested in these. Do not FOMO buy these. If you don't need them, don't buy them. But if you really love The Walking Dead and you want these high quality figures in your collection, you should absolutely use the code and get them. I'm getting them through InArt Direct, so that's what I would recommend for this one. But again, 1/6 Kit is an amazing place. So if you really have good experiences there and your familiarity, you can absolutely shop there. TWD is the code there. Just check out Rick and Negan separately. So Rick with the rooted hair looks amazing. Amazing likeness to Andrew Lincoln here. And I'm just at a loss for words. This is incredible. I never thought that we would truly get this high quality of a Rick. I always wanted a Rick Grimes. There have been so many customs, so many third parties, and none of the third party ones are very good. Some of the customs are pretty good, I would say, but very, very expensive. And I was waiting for a licensed company to do one of these, and finally we have it. Seamless forearms for Rick, so no visible wrist joints. That's fantastic. I just got the T1000 from Hot Toys, and the fact that it doesn't have seamless forearms for the finger wagging pose, it's just an obvious oversight that I'm just getting a little bit annoyed with stuff like that, where I'm glad the InArt is taking the time to do things like that. Hot Toys is very much capable, and a lot of times they do think of things like that, but sometimes they don't. It's frustrating. Nonetheless, this is an amazing head sculpt, and the likeness to Andrew Lincoln. The paint apps are incredible. You got the blue shirt. This is season 8 for Negan and Rick, and eventually probably Daryl as well. So you got of course, the revolver. You got the knife there, pretty cool. You got the harness, I guess, the belt there that's going to hold the axe as well. It's pretty awesome. Of course, you got I don't know if it's what type of gun that is. I'm not a big gun person. I'm not sure if that's it almost looks like an AK, but I'm probably gonna get roasted in the comments again. I'm not the biggest gun person in the world, but maybe it's an AR. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys have to tell me. It's a weapon. It's a gun. Let's say that. So, but yeah, you got the iconic revolver, which is what most people are probably gonna end up using. So this looks great. That likeness from that angle is even better than some of the other shots that I've seen. But at every angle, I see Andrew Lincoln. This thing is awesome, and this is an iconic look for Rick. People like the murder jacket, with the brown one. That's pretty cool. So maybe InArt will end up adding that, but as of now, it's not included in the package. You got another base here with the AMC logo on the front, but a cool, nice, elevated raised platform street base for both of them. So they'll line up pretty nicely there. And yeah, you got the walkie-talkie. This is going to be a really solid figure. This is going to be really, really good. And for $385, that's a really good price for a rooted hair figure. That is cheaper than most artisan figures. The average artisan price, I think, is like $430, which some of the artisan figures are very good. There's no doubt about that. But this one looks to be a little bit higher quality than a lot of the artisan figures. Not all of them, but I would say most. So this looks amazing. Guys, I'm so excited for these. I'm going to be getting the Rick and Negan bundle because I wanted both these guys anyway. I love that subtle Daryl tease back there, by the way. That is certainly a Season 8 Daryl, which InArt has already teased. So that is going to be the one I think you're likely to be getting. I believe, like I said, the rumor was AMC wanted the Daryl Dixon show Daryl. I'm sure it'll be Season 8. InArt will work it out. But yeah, this looks great. Those seamless forearms are fantastic, and I cannot wait for this guy. Rick is my favorite character from The Walking Dead. Negan would be my second favorite. So maybe a Glenn would be cool at some point. Glenn would have been awesome. I know a lot of people have requested Michonne. That would be fantastic. I'm not sure how deep InArt is going to dive into this line, but it would be cool to see, you know, to see more characters produced. But yeah, this looks great, guys. Again, so just to recap, Rick by himself is $385. You can do a deposit. You don't get free shipping if you do that. Negan is what was he? $269, right? $269 for Negan, and you can get him separate, or you can get the bundle, which is the exact price. Both are individually, but you get free shipping. So if you want both, then you should do that one. They have it listed there right at the top of the banner. So you could do that, not a problem. But these prices are very, very market reasonable, market fair value, whatever you want to call it. And I'm super excited to get these high quality figures. So guys, these are going live for PO, a couple hours for me, you know, recording this video. So by the time you see it, they'll probably be live on InArt's website. Again, link in the description below. If you click that link, you get a 3% discount on it. WillTWD if you have to apply the code. If you want to use 1/6 kit, I'll put a link in there for that one as well. WillTWD, check them out individually. You get free shipping there anyway, so it works out. The prices will probably be a little bit cheaper on InArt because it's going to be direct and Kit is a reseller, but Kit's fantastic. He will absolutely take care of you. Nonetheless, guys, thank you so much. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any content when it goes live here. I put out some videos recently, and I would highly recommend you check those out if you have some time. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you picking these up? What do you think about them quality-wise? And, you know, let me know what you're thinking about your collection right now. It's a pretty exciting time. So, guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. See you later. Bye.